This is the Dick Bros podcast, and we're just two dads, and we're going to talk about everything and nothing. And I'm Matt.
And I'm Dre. Welcome to the first episode of Dick Bros. So, Mr. Dalton.
Fucking guy.
So essentially, we have a fantasy football league, and this guy, who's obviously ridiculous, like just a not good dude, I think. And that's personal experience. That's just there's a pizza involved, all that stuff.
Sorry, Kevin. You're not good, dude.
Maybe he's a good dude. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. He's nice enough.
He's nice enough, yeah. When you're in person
Just
with
don't
him.
make pizza bets with him.
Never make pizza bets with him.
Because the motherfucker isn't going to buy it for you.
But the long and short is there's a GoFund page for him that we all need to get on board with.
100%.
Yeah.
This guy needs a phone.
He's going through a hard time.
Yeah. His phone died.
His mom's living with him.
He's got a roommate.
Yeah, he's got a roommate.
And so, we need to get him a phone because it's either he needs a phone or he's dead somewhere. And I'm genuinely worried about that he's actually dead.
There was a Delton spotting the other day, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but that was like a couple days ago.
Yeah. And like I was saying to all the fellas, we need to create like a Where's Waldo page.
Yeah.
And just anytime you see that motherfucker, you just snap a picture and post it in there so we know that he's alive and well.
It's like a unicorn, almost.
Yeah.
Like, you never see one. And then you do, and it's like, did I just see that?
And, like, you check all the bars, because that's where you normally see them. Because that's where you find a unicorn.
Yeah.
Is in a bar.
I know. It is. I'm just going to say that this coffee is delicious.
Yeah.
It's also, like, 5 in the morning.
Yeah. This is bullshit. It's 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I was up at 4, you son of a bitch. So don't even, like...
What the fuck were you doing up at 4?
I had to get up. I wouldn't have got up.
Jeez, God, well, listen, my alarm went off at 4:45 because we're doing it at my house, so this is very helpful.
Well, too, I got up at 4, and I'm laying there, and I look over at the baby monitor, and Finn has got his blanket over his face, like always, and I'm like, fuck. So I get up and, like, go to take the blanket off of it, and, like, I just started to pull a little bit, and he's, like, starts to move. I'm like, fuck. So I just stand there for a second. And, like, he's doing that all the time now.
He puts it up over his face?
All over his face, yeah. He just, like, loves the blanket on top of his face.
That's an odd thing to love.
Yeah, like, you're gonna have an asphyxiation, like...
Yeah. He's old enough now, though, like, that he could probably pull it down, like, take it off himself. But I guess if you're in the middle of sleep, you're not going to notice that it's over your face.
He can take it off by himself, but the problem is he puts it there, like, intentionally. Like, he likes
weird.
it so he can fall asleep.
He just likes the warmth and...
I guess
coziness,
so.
I guess.
The carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Like,
he likes the smell of his farts.
oh, man. They're not good. No baby's farts are good.
No, good God.
You're like, oh,
They're
that's
comparable
adorable.
to dog farts.
Yeah.
Like, when they do them, it is adorable. You're like, oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. And then you're like, oh, buddy. that was stanky.
Oh, man. And, like, lately, all these amazing things are happening with him, and like worrisome things all at the same time. So it's like a handbag of fuck.
What the hell? What the hell's going on?
Oh, like he's like getting his own personality now, right? So like he's like engaged, and like he likes certain things, he doesn't like certain things. The way he's eating, like he's got his own kind of motion and stuff he's rolling with. So like he really loves bananas, but he loves to like smush them up first. So like obviously he's got his plate, he grabs his banana, and then he's close to the table. So but he takes his banana off his plate, smashes the fuck of it on the table, because you can't do that on where you're eating, right? Because that's like your eating surface, not your smashing surface.
You got to use a different surface for your smashing. I understand. I
And
smash my stuff on separate surfaces too.
So then it's smashed, then he can eat it. And he loves pasta too, but like because he's allergic to eggs, we can't give him regular pasta.
Oh yeah,
So we have like this rice pasta, which is actually pretty decent.
Not terrible.
Yeah, and
You can get that veggie pasta, but I'm not a hippie piece of shit, so I don't eat veggie
yeah,
pasta.
this is like the rice pasta or whatever.
Yeah. I can respect that.
Yeah, that's on me. Like all the vegan jokes I've made in my life, the universe is just like, fuck you.
Then you get a
you're
kid
you're gonna have a son
allergic to
that needs
eggs.
to have vegan things.
It's like, ha ha ha.
yeah.
We're gonna make this guy that loves meat and eggs, like fucking 12 of them a day, have to eat non-egg things, like no egg bread and no egg cookies
And cake.
and cake.
And,
What the hell does that even look like? I just picture a brick with some icing on it.
It's
Hashtag vegan life.
Some of it's not bad, but that's what I should start doing. It's just like posting to my Instagram, just like photos of him eating like vegan things. Yeah, hashtag vegan life.
God damn.
Next thing you know, he's gonna want to do CrossFit.
Yeah, and a little bit of you goes to hell every single. I mean, yeah, to hell every single time.
Yeah, you die a little bit
They
inside.
die a little bit.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, see, your kid, you're lucky because your kid is still young enough that they don't talk.
Yeah.
And
He
talk-
screams though, like, but not like a bad scream.
Yeah.
But like that's how he talks to you.
Yeah, yeah. But at that stage, that's like, oh, that's cute. Look at him. He's so funny and he's doing funny things. Me, I'm just like, I get back talk. I'm like, you get the fuck out of here, kid. Little shithead, little 6-year-old friggin' attitude on them, thinking they're 35,
Yeah.
16, whatever the hell.
I don't get that, but I get the like. He wakes up in the middle of the night and you go to like comfort him and hold
Yeah.
him, and he does like push off your chest, and he's
Put
like,
me down, you
Yeah.
fucker.
like, thanks for making me feel insecure, bud.
Wouldn't it be great if like you had some sort of translator so that when they're yelling and screaming,
Oh,
you
man,
could
I
hear all
wish.
the swearing and
Yeah.
things like that?
I
Because I just assume that when babies are crying, they're like, "Feed me, bitch! I'm fucking hungry."
So, like, more and more the things coming up about, oh, we should have another kid, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. But like, I kind of want one at the same time.
You should do it. It's fun. You know, we're complaining about it a little bit right now. We're not even complaining. We're laughing at the funniness of the chaos.
Yeah,
Because chaos is a real thing when you have kids. It's basically your life now.
I'm learning that. Yeah,
That's it. And people don't listen to you. And what I really love is when people don't have kids, and then when you have kids, and they're like, oh, when I have kids, I'm going to do this and this, and it's going to be so different.
The fuck you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have the kids, and then you see them like 3 months later, and you're like, you guys were right. No shit, you fuck.
there's so much that people don't tell you though. Like that,
Oh, yeah.
you're like, why didn't you tell me this? And it's just like, oh, because I didn't want to scare you.
Basically. Yeah. I didn't want you to freak out. What would be an example of something like that?
Oh man, like I just like him sleeping and stuff like that.
Mm.
I just like fuck.
Yeah.
I wake up in the middle of the night, see
Basically-
him like face down, and I'm like, oh fuck, gotta get up.
Basically, babies sleeping is like the most terrifying thing that you'll ever go through in your whole life. Because
I-
every single
yeah.
night you're just like, this is the night.
Yeah.
As terrible as that sounds.
And now I know why people don't get any sleep. Is
Mhm.
because you're fucking scared to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when sleeping with Abby, and I know it's bad and you're not supposed to do it, but she was like in the bed with us in our horseshoe pillow. And like, I thought I was sound asleep, but she makes this like weird little noise. And I was fucking up, had her in my arms like as fast as I could, and Ashley
Mhm.
jumped almost awake, looked at me, and I was like, she made a noise. Is she alright? She's like, yeah, she's fine. I was like, well, you never know.
And that's the thing, though. Nicole's so cool and calm about it. And like, I'm like, how are you calm? I am freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. The one thing that drives me nuts is Google and the internet and everything that people say, like, oh, you can't give your baby this and you can't give your baby that. You shouldn't use this for your baby or that for your baby. And it's like, bitch, do you realize your parents wouldn't be alive if they like if you, according to research, all of our parents should be dead.
Yeah.
Because like especially these bumper pads and shit. That was my biggest. That was honestly, I don't care less. I could care less about pasteurized, not pasteurized, whatever the fuck you want to go with that. Okay, Ashley, you don't want to eat brie because it's pasteurized or whatever the hell while you're pregnant. Power to you, whatever. But the goddamn bumper things on the bed, there's proven research, air quotes, because like I had bumper pads, I'm alive, but that you're not supposed to have them on the bed because for whatever reason it increases SIDS and all these types of things. At least that's what they're saying. But my God, the amount of times that the goddamn soother fell out of the crib and hit the floor and then crying happened because the goddamn bumpers were on the bed. I could murder someone.
Like, so the bumpers like go like on the bottom
they just go around the bottom. Yeah,
that might be kind of cool actually, because I hate coming into the room and see him crawling like he's worked his way to the bottom of the crib.
Yeah, and his feet are stuck through the slats.
No, his face is like jammed in the fucking slats. So I go walk in.
But that's exactly why the bumpers aren't good, because then when the face is jammed into the like, at least there's slats so you can breathe. So I can see why they get rid of them, but. There was a couple times, well, first of all, the goddamn soother drives me nuts. Second, there's a few times where you go in and their goddamn leg is like stuck through the slat.
Yeah, that can't be.
And they're crying because their goddamn legs like fucking beat red because
circulation's up.
Necrosis is kicked in and they're losing their goddamn limb.
But those are some negative things. But like Sunday, we did our first grocery shop with him without the car seat. So like he actually sat in the car.
Okay.
And man, he loved it. And I was just like,
the car. He hasn't sat in the car seat before?
No, like he always, when we go grocery shopping, we always take the car seat out and put him in the car seat.
Oh, okay. But
this was the first time he sat
like
in
sitting
the cart.
in the cart. Oh, yeah. The first time we did that was at Costco, and the kids, and like Abby was like, what?
He loved it, man. Yeah.
Well, they're just so much more interactive and available at that point, right? And they can see everything better.
And I'm like the worst, because I'm like, oh, grab that. And he's just like reaching for everything.
Teaching him off the hop.
Yeah.
You gotta get the good cereal. You gotta grab that. You gotta grab the chocolate granola bars.
He's so like intrigued. Like, what's going on? Oh, what is that? And it's so adorable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like some of the crap they do is hilarious. You can see why that rapist had a TV show for so long that was just kids saying the funny shit.
Yeah.
Because they do say hilarious shit.
JELLO.
Love putting my dick where it don't belong.
Jesus.
Yeah, like just some of the stuff they come up with and they say, it's like, where did you even hear that? Like, what? But kids, it's like they take snippets of all the funny shit that all the parents that they have say, and they put it together. Like, she'll say something, and it'll be like, oh yeah, I said that. But like a portion of that. The other portions of that probably came from the other kids she's playing with, which means there's some other funny parents out there.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be interesting when he starts to talk, though. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's almost like I could pass off him saying "dada" already, but like I don't want to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hate those parents. They're like, he's a month old. He said "dada." I'm like, no, bitch. He didn't say "dada."
Baby talk. No, I want it to be like solidified. So I want him to be like, "Papa."
I want him to be a young French boy. Yeah, like the first words are like, you gotta actually take it into context, like where they're like looking at you and they like say it.
Yeah.
You know, or they say it. Yeah, and it's distinguishable. It's like, oh, that's my dad, and he said dad or dad, dada, whatever the freak they want to say.
Those moments, though, too, like you're just playing and he stops and he just looks at you in your face and he's like, just stares at you in your eyes. You're like,
he's peering into your soul.
Yeah, basically. But it's like it's like the time stops and it's just like boom, that connection is like unreal.
Yeah. The little kid stage is not the little kid, sorry, like the baby stage. Is solid. Once they start doing things, and I know you're different than me when it comes to that, but like I was like, man, I love this kid and this kid's great. But you're boring as shit right now because all you do is shit everywhere, like everywhere, up your back, down your back, on the sheets, everywhere, and it's like yellow and stank ass, and
like the mustard,
that mustardy shit, and it just stinks. Like, oh god, and I can handle it. Like, I'm good. Like, I work in nursing and I've cleaned butts before and things like that. But like, my god, baby shit is next level.
Yeah, but I haven't. Like,
yeah.
Worked in
Yeah, in
healthcare.
healthcare, yeah.
Well, I
sort
worked in the
of.
hospital,
Yeah.
but I didn't change any shitty diapers or anything.
No.
Like, I seen some shit, like a lot of dicks and tits, because like when you're in the
That was
hospital,
the
you
thing about
see.
that was the thing about nursing school. It's like, and the program that I took that I liked, like you were in placement like right away. So it was just like, well, there's a dick in my hand. Can I handle that?
And whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
I could care less about that, but like I never had to do any of the changing or anything.
Yeah,
But I will say I think it's different when it's your kids.
yeah. Your gross out factor definitely takes the next level step.
Yeah,
Like, you're like, yeah, I can
handle that.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, there's shit in his hair.
Yeah.
I can do that.
yeah.
But-
Is that shit or is that like chocolate? I don't know.
Don't taste it.
That's an amateur move. Always smell it first.
Yeah, smell it first for sure. I got a funny story about that. I don't know if well, we can get into it. So about not tasting things first. I don't know what the fuck I
I
was
like
saying.
where this is going.
Okay, so shout out to Jake. Jake knows this story. Anyways, from my old camp days, working at camp, as a counselor, I worked at
Camp Crystal Lake?
Yeah, worked at this camp, and we're friggin' playing a camp game, and we're sitting in like the gym, and it was right after lunch, and it was for like more like teenage age, but it was like a support program camp, so it was for people with like developmental delays, things like that,
Okay.
or like families in need and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Right? It was a great camp, super fun to work at. But we're playing this game, and I'm sitting there and sit down in the circle, and then I look and I'm like, and there's something on the floor, and I was like, what the frig is that? And then yeah, and then I look at it and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I put my finger and I go like this. I'm like, what the? And I smell it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this. And the female camp counselors looked at me and they were like, don't touch it! Don't touch it! And I was like, why not? What is it? And I don't lick it. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, but you put it close to
But
your
I
nose to
close
smell
to my
it.
nose to smell it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is it jam?
Is that what did it look like?
It
looked like jam. Like
it was a red little smear.
oh,
on
like
the-
a red little smear.
on the ground, and we had just eaten lunch, so
Okay.
I assumed that it was jam.
Okay.
So I was like, "What the fuck?" And for whatever reason, I brained out and I friggin' touched it with my finger to smell it. It was period.
Oh, jeez.
and I'm telling you, I've never been more grossed out in my goddamn life.
And you were probably young. as
Oh
fuck.
yeah,
Like how old?
I was like 15,
Yeah.
16. Like I was
man.
like a high school kid in fucking camp as a camp counselor, and I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And again, my boss is like, "You can't swear. You can't swear." I'm like, "Fuck that! I can't swear." Period. Finger. Period. On my fucking finger.
No, that's
Yeah, and that story lives on in infamy. I'm sure that they still talk about it at camp. Because
This
my God,
one time this guy
he put his finger in. Period.
right there,
Yeah.
right in the middle of that circle.
And then because I did it, I was like flipping out. I like honestly melted the skin off my hand. I put the water so hot, and I was just like burning my fucking hand washing it. And then I was so pissed off. Obviously, I just put my finger in. Period.
Yeah.
And
This is obviously before like the miracle of birth, and you went through all that. And
well,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, and like I don't want to put my finger in. Period. Even after that.
No, but it wouldn't be as bad. You wouldn't
No,
freak out.
it wouldn't be as like gross. Well, it would be gross, but it wouldn't be as freaked out. And I
Yeah.
don't think I'd ever do it again. Lesson learned. Don't put your finger in things that you don't know what it is.
That's a
It's a good life lesson.
it's
right
a good
there.
life lesson. Yeah.
Teach my kid that someday. What's that, Dad? Don't touch it. I don't care what it is.
Never touch anything.
Yeah, don't put your finger in that. You don't know. It could be period, son. Do I have a story for you? But yeah. Anyways, that's a good story about. That's my story about putting my finger in something nasty.
It's a good story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, the rest of that day, I got to like leave and go to like Tim Hortons and stuff like that.
Nice.
So as like a teenager, I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed, but now I'm getting like half the day just to fuck around.
Yeah. Because they fell for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Like, we need to give this guy half a day
Yeah.
off. He just put his finger in period.
Yeah, the girls were like felt bad. Jake felt bad for like a minute, but more or less made fun of me for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
he still
for sure.
he still brings it up. and then further to
Like
that,
Jake Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Jake Allen. He fucking he was pissed because I had just fucked off after that, and he was like, "Fuck you! It wasn't even that bad." But yeah, now like with Abby, she started skiing lessons, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, and she's the first, like, she's terrified of everything, and like she's so young now that
You were having
Like-
a hard time at the start with the lessons, right?
Oh
She
my
didn't want
God.
to
Well, it's
do
a
it.
hard time with like mostly everything when it comes to like sports.
Mostly everything.
Mostly everything. Like if it comes to any like physical activity in sports outside of like gymnastics, where it's like independent, you just like run around and do somersaults. She has like I call it the fear, right? Like
Okay.
every kid isn't supposed to have the fear because they're kids and they're
Yeah.
dumb
They're
and
supposed to be like fearless.
they just run off the edge of couches and land
Yeah.
on their face, and until it hurts, they don't
Yeah.
stop. They just keep doing it. My son, he's a dumb kid, and he would literally just run off the end of a couch.
I don't know if you would say dumb.
No,
but
no,
like
no,
just
no.
fearless.
But he's like fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he hasn't got the fear, right?
Yeah.
Where Abby is like an overthinker. Was born with the fear.
Mm.
She looks at something and she analyzes it, and she's like, "Fuck that, Dad. That's gonna hurt." So she doesn't do it. And it's like that with all like learning to skate. She's like, "No, if I fall on my ass, that's probably gonna hurt. I'm not gonna do that."
I don't want to do it.
And skiing, like with the first lesson, like she fell a couple times, didn't hurt, but she didn't like the idea of. Like, she was like, "Oh, you can fall doing this?
I don't
If I
like
fall
that.
at a speed, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that." So that very first lesson, I was so fucking mad because all the little kids, little Johnny, he's super fast and he's got a need for speed. Little Emma, she's great. She's so much improved. Little Abby, well, she's an independent woman, and she just complained she wanted to go home the whole time. That was my feedback on the first fucking lesson.
You're like, oh, fuck.
I was gonna Monopoly flip tables, like, you know what I mean? Like in a game of Monopoly, you're just like, "Fuck this," and flip the tables. Yeah, that has pissed me off so fucking much. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So the next lesson, I was like, it was like an hour drive to the ski hill, right? Like 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And the whole drive, I was like, I do not want to get a report that you complained that you want to go home. Yeah, I don't care if you don't like it. You got to do it for this winter. If you don't like it at the end of this winter, because we already paid for the lessons, we can stop.
We can
It's
do something
We
else.
can do something else. We'll pick something else. But just give it a shot. Like,
Yeah.
right? Try. And she was like, okay. Because I was like, if I get that, then you lose your tablet. That's like the thing. The tablet is like the key to all life for little kids, apparently. And so that second lesson, we got some pretty decent feedback. And since then, like, it's one of those, she's getting better at it. So she's starting to like it.
Mm.
And so, you know, if you don't fall every 3 seconds,
Yeah.
then it's a lot more fun, right? And so the other weekend, we went and we actually got Wyatt taken care of for the day by grandparents, and we skied with Abby before her lesson. She did her lesson, and then we skied after her lesson, and she was great. Like we've got this like harness backpack thing so that she doesn't get out of control. And by the third run, she was like, "I don't want the backpack anymore." And,
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "All right," and we just took it off, and she was good. She had one decent wipeout, and I just took that, like, you know how like little kids fall, and if you look at them, you have that like, "Oh my God, that looked like it hurt like a motherfucker." They're gonna instantly
Yeah.
cry. I just was like,
Oh, you're fine.
I did like the opposite. I was like, "That was an awesome wipeout," and she like started laughing. She's like, "It was cool, right?" And you could tell she had that like, "I want to cry" on
Yeah.
my face, but I was like, "That was freaking awesome." I was like, "Oh, you should have seen some of my wipeouts when I was learning, just doing stuff like that."
Yeah.
And yeah, we were going down like blue squares and shit like that. Now it's only Mount Pakenham. Shout out Mount Pakenham. But like, so it's like a green circle anywhere else.
But still, when you're Abby's age, like,
yeah, exactly.
those
And-
hills are like Tremblant.
yeah, exactly.
Or like Whistler.
And like the blue squares at that hill, like they do dip pretty steep and then level out. Dip
Yeah.
pretty steep and level out. But she was doing really well, like just following me on the track and stuff like that. She's doing good.
Nice.
But on the note of that, like Is he sleeping through the night? Good.
For the most part, like he
Well-
might be up like once or twice. Sometimes he sleeps through. It's all dependent on the night.
Yeah. Well, when they're still growing and shit like that. Like,
And he is growing like a friggin' weed.
yeah.
I think he's 10 months and he's in like
Oh,
12
dude.
to 18 clothes.
Yeah. Well, when I babysat, like when Ashley and I babysat for you guys so you could go to your Christmas party, I was like, this kid is a tank.
I know. I love it. Every minute of it.
He has no problems putting on weight. He is. He
Doesn't have a gut
No,
or anything.
no. He's just. It's all in his cheeks.
those are big cheeks for
and
sure.
And he's gonna squat 900 pounds by the time he's 5. Like,
Yeah.
He's got like strong legs for sure.
Oh yeah. Well,
Is
he's
he-
got like Nicole's legs for sure. Because Nicole's got
Yeah.
like those hockey player strong
Yeah.
legs for sure.
Yeah. Does he? Is he like rolling and doing that stuff?
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
he
sorry,
like
crawling.
he crawls backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Well, that's the first step.
like to crawl forward.
No.
Just backwards.
Yeah.
Rolls like
Does
a
he beep?
motherfucker.
Sorry, why beeps when he walks up?
And he humps like the shit out of
Ah,
everything.
yeah.
It's not that he's humping like he's trying to get onto his knees, but
Okay.
like,
but it looks like he's just going to town.
oh yeah, it is the most hilarious thing that you ever seen. Just like, oh, you're doing good, bud. You're doing good, bud. And then just hump the shit out of everything.
It is pretty great. Like, it's pretty funny when they start humping stuff. You're just like, stop doing that. But at the same time, you're like, that's hilarious.
And it's kind of funny because like we have like a new puppy, right,
Mhm.
as well. And it's like they're kind of going through the hump stage together. So like Jake's over here. Jake is our dog, and he's just like humping the shit out of a blanket. Finn's trying to crawl, and he's humping the shit out of the floor. I feel left out a little bit. Like
You're just like, want to hump Nicole?
everybody else is doing
Everybody else is humping. Why can't we be humping? It's like, come on.
it. Yeah,
He's only 8 months old. He won't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I tell myself that, and then it's like 2 years down the road, they're like, so I'm in therapy.
Yeah, because my first memory is my dad fucking my mom.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Oh, so off topic, new topic. We just finished the Umbrella Academy on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that one yet. Wait, is there like a monkey on the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck is that about?
It's so cool, man.
Okay.
So as I was like, for those who don't know, I'm a super comic book fan. Like I have a sleeve of comic books, so just say I'm pretty vested. But this was like, I was like, I'll give it a shot. It seems kind of, and it's like a Dark Horse, based on a Dark Horse comic, which is like more indie, obscure kind of idea comics, but it's very different. It's like people have powers and stuff like that, but it's what happens is there's people that have like these women that have birth all in the same day at the same time kind of idea, but they were never pregnant. It just automatically like boom, they are pregnant and they give birth right away. Boom. All in the same day. I know, which is like weird, but
It's not weird. I'm just thinking about the oh, she was a virgin. And that's how the first cheating wife was brought up.
so they get pregnant and the child just grows like
Okay.
within like
That's their superpower.
10 minutes and they're giving birth
Okay.
like that day. But this one super rich guy, Reginald, he gets like all the like children together that
Spoiler
he can.
alert.
Yeah. This isn't spoilers. It's just I'm not going to say how it ends or
Alright,
anything.
sounds good.
But he gets like all the children together that he can. Basically, just like how much do you want for your kid? As soon as they're born, like he's there,
Okay.
gets them. So he gets like 7 of them,
Yeah.
and he makes like the Umbrella Academy
Okay.
with these kids.
All right.
They've all got different powers and stuff, but like it's good. It's done well through the show, and like there's bad stuff that happens usually, and like it's more of like a very gritty one where like actual bad shit happens, and it's like, oh, I didn't think they were gonna do that, and to do it. It's pretty good. I would recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen it, and I thought, is that like Planet of the Apes or some shit? But obviously it's not.
Yeah.
And so I'll have to check it out. What is the fucking monkey?
He's like a butler.
Okay. Monkey Butler.
Yeah,
I like that.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very distinguished.
Yeah, in the picture, he does look distinguished. I
He
was
is.
like, that's why I thought it was Planet of the Apes. Because I was like, oh, is this the next installment in that franchise where the monkeys have now taken over and they're just distinguished Englishmen and
Yeah.
we're their slaves?
Oh, and he's just like, his name's Pogo. So that's
That's
even,
an amazing name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even better. Oh, he's just like the butler. But it's pretty cool.
All right.
I liked it.
Fair enough. I'll have to
And
check it out.
It sets up for like a second season, so that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Speaking of second seasons, Dark second season
Oh, nice.
coming soon. I've done some digging on the release date. I think they're thinking like June, July, something like that. So not super soon, but
Yeah.
still.
It's
because-
been a while.
Yeah, I know, and I want to go back and rewatch it, but like I want to wait. What I like to do is
Rewatch it and then jump right into the next
yeah. So not necessarily watch it once the next one's already released because you don't want to be behind
one. Mm-hmm.
with everybody else watching it. But
Time it up, right?
I want to time it up. Yeah, I want to be like, okay, here's the official release date. We've got like 3 weeks, a month, or whatever. Let's watch the first season.
Yeah.
And like I like to do that with like Stranger Things.
Yes.
Same idea, right? Like rewatch.
Oh, man, I love that show.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I think I might like Dark more though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
maybe an unpopular.
As long as you can get past that first little bit, right? Because it's
In
like
Dark?
the.
yeah, like the first episode isn't super fast. In
But
Dark.
is Dark not like the one with the English
Oh,
like the
yeah,
English
yeah,
dubs
yeah.
over top?
Yeah, you just got to get over that Jackie
'Cause
Chan
what is it-
dubbing.
is it
dubbing.
German?
It's a German show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to get over the old school Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
Where the mouths are moving and then the English is coming out and it doesn't even fucking.
Because
line up.
I told some people about it and they're like, yeah, I couldn't watch it because I couldn't.
I know.
And I was like, well, if you can get through the
Just
first
muscle through it.
episode,
Yeah.
like it just becomes
Yeah.
regular.
Because talk about a mindfuck show. Like
Yeah.
super awesome.
And well, I love the time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And the time travel is in the Umbrella Academy as well,
okay,
which
cool.
is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, that show is awesome, and I've recommended it to a few people, but everybody gets turned off a little bit with that.
I know.
The English to German mouthing and things like that. Now that being said, and it took me like probably 4 or 5 times watching that first episode to get past it, like to get over the fact that the dubbing is fucked.
Yeah.
But I prefer it over subtitles because when subtitles are on the screen, I'm just like, I just read, and then next thing you know, I'm
Yeah.
missing what's going on the show. So, yeah. But Dark's 2 coming out. Did you ever watch Mindhunter?
No.
Oh, dude, you need to watch Mindhunter.
Yeah.
It's so good, and it's like, remember that show Criminal Minds?
Yes.
It might even still be on the TV. I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
where they like the group and they go into like
They're like
inside the mind of the killer and stuff like that.
So this show is like how the FBI created that type of analyst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like it's like a guy that goes and interviews like all sorts of serial killers in jail
Oh,
to
Jesus.
like get information on what made them tick, and then he's building that database so that people can learn about it and then use it to try and find serial
That'd be
killers.
kind of like a mind fuck.
Oh, dude, the show's pretty intense. It's pretty dark. Like
I bet.
it's and so there's a second season of that coming out soon too.
Holy snap.
Yeah. So I went to your hippie doctor.
Yeah. Chiropractor.
Yeah, fucking chiropractor. Goddamn chiropractors.
And
Anyways,
now you're like, you're glad
It's-
you did.
well, I wouldn't say glad I did, but I can tell a bit of a difference.
I'm going to
Like,
underplay it
I'm
because
gonna underplay it.
I don't agree with it.
Exactly. I'm gonna underplay it because I don't fully agree with it. It's not true. I don't not agree with it. It's just, my God, it just seems so crazy to me.
But
You
like,
put your life into someone else's hands every time you go. Here, let me just snap your spine, kill you.
but
Anyways,
like you said that the one thing like is gone now.
yeah, like I had this air pocket in the middle of my back, and it's gone. It's pretty great that way. So that was good.
And it hasn't come back.
No, I'm pretty good. Now, it does probably help that we got a new mattress. So,
Yeah.
like, because our mattress was fucked. But, so that is nice. But I would say that, I can feel a difference for sure. It's less stiff. So, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Sure.
You know I'm like his biggest promoter for sure.
I know. Shout out Dr. Pankow, Mobility Chiropractic. But Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I will say he does do some weird things though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It wasn't like my normal chiropractor experience when I first
No,
went to him.
it's pretty crazy. Like one thing that I don't mind is like the difference that he like does stuff, and then he'll do he'll solve the problem,
Hmm.
and then he'll go back, and it's like, oh yeah, that did work, and that was some weird hippie shit, but it worked.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I can't press against this as hard with my right. Let me just go and find something over on the left side that's like deep somewhere and pound it with a hammer mallet thing. And next thing you know, you can push just as hard. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I still don't trust you, but that's fine.
uh,
Just kidding, I trust him. But
and it got even more like the methods got even more like weird or like not regular to what my knowledge was when we did like even when I did like the emotional training with him and stuff like that, like the coaching.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Which was like very
Next level intense.
next level. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like but it was weird. Like pushing on your face and like bending your finger to like get you to focus into like certain things that you were trying to focus on and stuff like that through like what you're focusing on and emotionally and all that stuff.
Okay,
It was really weird,
that is weird.
but it like worked
Hey.
oddly enough.
Yeah. Hey, like, listen, if it's weird and it works, then whatever. But you know, you're already on the vegan trail, and now you're like doing some weird stuff. I don't know.
Granola.
Granola. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to be wearing like skinny jeans and hiking through the bush.
Well, we both know the skinny jeans will never happen. Like
I
Lululemon.
I think I do. I feel like,
I don't know if I've ever been more embarrassed in a store.
oh come on, you're not embarrassed. Anytime we go into a store, we do all sorts of dumb shit that can't embarrass us. Who cares? Nobody can embarrass us. Fuck them.
Well, I guess it would. I guess not embarrassed. Just an awkward situation when you go in and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go into Lululemon and I'm gonna try on these pants because like they say that they'll fit anybody."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
because I work out a lot and like whatever, my legs are bigger. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Because I haven't been able to wear jeans in like the longest time.
And those Lulu pants, my God, are the most comfortable pants I've ever known.
They do look comfortable.
Oh yeah.
So,
And
okay,
then-
perfect. Let's give it a shot. Go in. As soon as I go to put one leg in, I know like this is not happening for sure. But I'm like, okay, let's just put them on. If I can, I'll try whatever.
Let's just come out of the change room and there's the outline of my dick.
Yeah. And everybody's there looking at me.
Yeah, this is like a
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon,
Yeah.
busy time at Lululemon. Store's packed. Comes out, and they always wait for you to come out because they want to like be like, oh yeah, those fit nice. And then
Yeah.
you come out, and nobody said anything. They just
Yeah.
laughed, and I was like, well, there's your cock.
Thanks. Yeah. So this is a no-go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass on
Yeah.
these.
That's a hard no. That's a hard no.
Oh man. So Lululemon, not for me.
Yeah.
Although like I
You know
wish
what-
they were.
You know what you need? You need to find the vintage like late '90s jeans. Remember those ones?
Late '90s jeans.
Oh, dude! Remember those ones where the legs were like 17
Oh, I
inches
used to
around?
wear those when
Yeah.
I was when
Well,
I was
everybody
like
did. That was the-
13 to like 16.
That's what I mean. Those were the thing.
Yeah.
You need to find some of those.
Oh,
You
man.
need to go like vintage shopping somewhere and bring them back.
Parachute pants would work too.
Yeah,
Yeah, those would be
Yeah.
good.
yeah. And at least then they have the nice like tight ankle.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
And like,
and then you can MC Hammer it.
Exactly.
Can't touch this. And then you could do the dance where you like shimmy across
Yeah,
everywhere.
I know. That would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool.
I don't even know if you could find them anymore.
I don't know. Probably on eBay.
I used to have a pair orange.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, with
Did
like
they
the black drawstrings
have-
all over them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
And then
some,
like 40 pockets.
some zebra print ones would be good too. That would be solid. But like not black and white zebra. We're talking like neon green and black zebra, like something
Or
crazy.
like purple yellow.
Yeah, purple yellow zebra. Yeah, that'd be super super awesome. Speaking of cocks, I'm Wyatt is attached to that thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because we're in the potty training stage right now,
Yeah.
and he's like, he's killing it. He's killing it with the pee.
That's good.
He's peeing like a pro.
The poop is the opportunity.
The poop, not so much. Like he'll pee, no problem, and he'll be dry. Like he wore the same pull-up
Do you have him like standing up to pee?
No, not yet.
Sitting down
Yeah,
still?
sitting down still. And that's funny. Ashley's been peed on twice. Because it's like, okay, buddy, sit down. And he sits down, and then it's like, all right, now tuck your penis. And but he fucking jams on it right above. so it just instantly goes like this.
Oh,
and then
so it's like he's hitting the tummy right above.
Yeah. And then it points up, and then he'll just let her fly. And Ashley has got it hit twice. See, like, you gotta wise up. When I see him do that, I'm like, yo, dude, like, you gotta tuck it down, man. And he's like,
and once he starts peeing and it's going up, there's no probably stopping because he's like,
I'm the man, I'm peeing. And Ashley
probably
comes
good stream going, everything.
Ashley's like, he fucking pissed on me. And I was like, what? Like, did he, like you took his clothes off and he looked at you and peed on you? She's like, oh no, he was trying to tuck it in. And then I was like, yeah, you're an amateur. You got to tell the guy to fucking tuck it. And sure enough, she got pissed like all down her pants. Like, I was like, that's amazing. But me, I'm trying to teach him that he's got balls too. Okay. Yeah. Like, Ashley's always like, all right, we got to clean your penis. And he's like, yeah, all right, clean my penis. And I'm like, don't forget the balls. And he just laughs every time I say it. And it's inappropriate, but I want to call it his cock and balls. But, like, I can't really teach him to say cock because then he's going to go to daycare. And he's going to be like, cock. I got to put my cock in the toilet so that I pee in the toilet with my cock. And daycare's going to be like, parents, what's going on here?
So the great thing about those situations when I get into them is that, like, I'm the one that's close and Nicole's the one that's like has to drive like an hour to work, right? So she's not going to have to go deal with those things. No, because they're not going
to call home. It's not like you're in school where the teachers call your parents.
No,
you are the fucking parent.
Well, and I'm going to be the one that's close, so I'm going to have to deal with those things.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, well, we called you here today, Mr. Smith, because like there's some pretty profound profanity coming out of your son's mouth. Oh, what was it? Oh, like he was saying cock a lot. It's like, I told his mother not to be using that language around him. Yeah. So it's like a good pass off. It's easy. She'll never know.
No.
Except for like when we go to like parent-teacher interviews.
Parent-teacher.
Well, it's still fucking early, okay?
It's fucking early. I can't believe we're doing this early.
Still, when we go to like parent-teacher interviews and they're like, oh, you're Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
And like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about that. I got it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, the funniest is when he poops. Because he doesn't want, like, he hasn't pooped on the potty yet. That's the challenge is pooping. And like, he'll go play. And he'll be playing, and then next thing you know, it'll be silence. And the silence is him pooping.
And does he just like stop, or does he have a space he runs off to?
No, like usually he'll just be over there or whatever, and I'll be like across the basement, and you're sitting on the couch doing something, and he'll be actively playing with his Paw Patrol people and whatnot, and he's giving it, and like doing the voices and stuff, and then next thing you know, it just goes quiet, and you're like, I bet he's pooping.
Does he get like the red face?
I don't usually watch. I don't sound like I'm watching.
Don't watch me.
Look at me so I can finish.
That would be amazing.
but he'll and then when he's done, he'll be like upset that he did it. And the way he walks once he's got a log in that thing is fucking hilarious. It's like a bow-legged half squat. Like
he just had a big leg day or something.
Yeah, and he's just like, do. And I'm like, did you poop? He's like, I pooped, Dad. I pooped. I'm like, oh, okay, man. Sounds good. Well, I'm like, you got to tell me, man. Like, tell me if you got to poop. We can go to the potty. And he's like, well, fuck it. At least that's what I like to think he says.
Yeah. He like Finn's nowhere near that yet, but I just
How old is he now?
He's getting close to 11 months.
Okay, I was gonna say he's got to get up there, yeah.
But he'll just his face will just turn red, and he'll like put his hands into fists and just like, and he was like, I know what's going on.
Yeah. I get that way sometimes too.
Oh, poor guy though. Like he's still on like the Restoralax.
You know what? Like, it takes time, and it's not bad to just like give him a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Like it's very minimal, but
man, kids in their pooping is crazy.
That one day, like that 1 week, he was super constipated. Like he shit like my fist.
Yeah. And,
And
he
I
was,
was like,
he was probably
how
like 6 months old.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck did that come out
Yeah.
of you?
Yeah.
Like, I would be crying if
Oh,
that came
yeah.
out of my butthole.
Yeah. fucking
And
right.
you just passed that, and it's half the size of you.
Yeah. Like he like shit one of his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. Abby had something similar as well. Like the poop she had was insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like I looked at it and I was like,
Nope.
that can't be real. Like, because at the time we were pooping into a potty, not the toilet.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was little and she could run into it or whatever. And then you got to take it from the potty and put it in the toilet. And I looked at it and I was like, I can't put this in the toilet.
It's not going to flush. I got to break this shit up.
Yeah, like if I put this in the toilet, it's just going to stop before it even gets to the bottom. It's going to sit.
Like putting a softball in there. You're just going to... Nope, not going.
It's not going through. It's just not going to happen. I can't remember what I did with it. I think I might have just like put it in a dog poop pickup bag and put it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Because like it was fucking huge.
Yeah.
I was like,
crazy.
how in the world? I'm like, no wonder you were uncomfortable.
Yeah. I would be uncomfortable.
God damn. Yeah. Insane. So you're not playing hockey much anymore either, eh?
No.
We're in the playoffs right now. It's
Yes.
pretty good. We got a game.
In the same league?
Yeah, in the eye there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I also didn't get a chance to, like, I wouldn't be able to play in the eye. I'm not on that par,
Mhm.
right? I'm like on that level, so.
Fair enough. Yeah. But so far, so good. Friggin' crazy. We were like last place in the league. Everybody probably looked at us and thought, we've got a good team. We're just losing games by like one goal most of the time. Like, and we're right in it. Like we're a good team. And then playoffs come, and that's what we always said all year. It's like, who fucking cares about the regular season? You just got to win the playoffs.
Yeah.
And look at that. We're fucking 2-0. Pretty great. We got to keep trucking along, but it's pretty crazy.
Playoffs is a whole different beast, though.
Yeah.
We were playing, you had like a super slump in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Like I couldn't score worth a shit.
Yeah.
And it's been the opposite. I've been putting the puck in the net.
That's because I gave you a little pep talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little sock in the butt.
Yeah.
You got this. Anyways. Yeah. Well, fuck me. It's been like almost 50 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to try and aim for that target. I think it went well.
I think it went
anyways,
well. Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoys it.
I'm kind of sad now.
Yeah, because it's 6:15 in the morning and I don't have to leave for work for 45 minutes. That's all right, though.
Yeah.
Go shower and have another cup of coffee because I was up at 4:45, which is insane.
I'm just sad because I got to go to work now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind work. I actually like my job right now.
I like my job too.
Yeah.
But
work is work.
work
right?
is work, yeah.
Anyways.
If somebody was like, oh, because I love my job, and if somebody was like, oh, well, how would you like a couple $1 million and never work again? I'm not going to say no.
No. I'd
No.
take that for sure.
I would take that for sure. Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to be starting up a Twitter, Instagram for the podcast. We'll shout out those next week, and we'll probably do we're going to do an episode every week. So hope you enjoyed, and keep listening. See you later.
Peace.